Okay, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I create some of my bookmarks. Sometimes I hand draw what I'm doing, and other times I use ChatGPT. So today we're going to be using ChatGPT and Canva. So right here, I'm just typing in what it is that I'm looking for and what I want. And then from there, I'm going to go in and adjust it as I see fit and need. Now, keep in mind that with this, I'm going to just kind of go in, type what it is that I need, but I also need ChatGPT to understand that I need it to be something that I can also put on my stationery because my stationery is what I'm going to be selling. So you can see I put my prompt in. Once I put my prompt in, it's going to generate the image. And what I pretty much asked it was for a Valentine's Day teddy bear that had hugs and kisses in the heart. So this is what I got. Super cute, but not exactly what I love. But here's where I'm going to tell ChatGPT that I need to be able to use the image on designs of my stationery that I will be selling. This right here is where it's going to tell me what exactly we need to do to fix it to make sure it's an original, has no copyright issues, anything else like that. So then I proceed to tell ChatGPT, please go ahead and do this. I go ahead and I copy the option into here so that moving forward, all of it can be used on my stationery. So here's where I'm going to go in and adjust my teddy bear image because yes, it's cute, but I don't love it, not what I'm looking for. I think it takes me a couple of tries to actually get the teddy bear that I want. So we're just going to go in and see what it does for the try two here. Okay, so this is my try two. We're going to just download that just in case. I'm going to save it to my computer so that I can find it later. It's going to go straight to my desktop. I do use an iMac, so if you are in Windows, it's going to be a little bit different. So now I'm going to give it another try, and I do believe that this is the one that I love. I have a certain prompt that I put in for this to get it. So now what I need is a few things that's going to match. So you can see that I'm going to get a strawberry here. I'm going to save this. I'm going to put it on my desktop. I'm telling it to make it stickers, by the way, so that I can use these as stickers and on my bookmarks and other stationery. Next, I go to tell it to, okay, so I was trying to make it make a cupcake. I ended up pressing enter beforehand. This is my first time of me recording on my computer with my app and trying to get it to work. So this is what I got. I actually liked it, thought it was cute. So I go ahead and I save this. I put it on my desktop. I'm going to come back into Chat GPT. I'm going to tell it that I like it, but now I want a cupcake. And now it's going to go ahead and create me that cupcake. Super cute. Absolutely love it. Going to save it. It's going with the vibe. I want all of these to stay within the same vibe of each other. I don't love the eyes and the mouth on this. So I end up checking it again and saying, hey, can we make the eyes and the mouth a little bit smaller? And then what I get from that is actually what I like. So we're going to just save that, go into the desktop, do the same thing. So now that I've got all my stickers, we're going to go back into Canva. And here I'm going to go ahead and upload all of the new designs that I just saved to my desktop so that I have them. They're easy to grab. Okay, now I need a background and I know I'm not going to find one in Canva that I'm going to love. So I'm just going to go into Pinterest and look through some backgrounds, see some that I kind of like or that I might want to use as inspiration. I find one, I'm going to take it into ChatGPT. I'm going to tell it that I need it to recreate my background, but also go with the same vibe that we're already going with. And then it's going to recreate the background for me so that I can use this on the back of my bookmark. So I'm going to use it for the background of my bookmark. I'm just going to go ahead, save it to my desktop again, and then we're going to take this straight back into Canva and I'm going to place it in as my background onto my bookmark. Then from there, I'm going to start placing all of my stickers on my bookmark. You can see I've kind of fast forwarded this a little bit or made it go faster so that you guys aren't watching me do this, because if you had to watch me do this in real time, we're going to have a really long video, which is not what I want. So because I had done stickers, I need to make sure that I'm removing the background on these and placing them wherever I feel it looks the cutest on the bookmark. And I'm going to switch it to where I'm going to turn it a little bit to the right or the left. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, make it bigger, whatever I feel is going to fit and make my bookmark look super cute. So I'm just going to go through and use each and every single one of these. Sometimes I use them twice, other times I just use them just the one time. Again, removing the background on all of them. Once I'm done creating this, I'm actually going to save it as a PNG. I don't save it all the way to a 2, and if you've used Canva, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's just because sometimes uploading the file can be too big on certain things. So I do make the file to where it's still going to be in good quality, but it's a little bit smaller so that I don't have any issues when I upload it into different folders or things that I might upload it into. But I always do the PNG first because what I'm going to do is upload it into my files, because when I print out my bookmarks, which you'll see here in a little bit, I am going to print 4 of them off at a time. So you can see I'm still creating this one, still putting things on it. This is why I fast forwarded this video a little bit, because in real time watching it, it takes a little bit. So you can see it's the 1.875, what I save it to, PNG. This I'm going to save to my desktop again, of course. I'm going to make sure that I'm able to find this because I'm going to also use this as a mock-up for my social media later on. So we're going to go ahead and upload it. Now that it's uploaded, I need to go in and I need to actually put it sideways instead of long ways so that I do have it sideways to be able to put it on the paper with the 4. So you're going to see me do this. I'm again going to save it, and then I'm again going to upload this one into my upload files so that I now have this one also. So unfortunately, I do have to save it twice, but I need it to have it at the right orientation. So this is what we're going to do. Next, I'm going to go scroll down and I'm going to hit copy on one of mine that I already have some bookmarks on. You're going to see right here. We're going to flip them horizontally and also up and down. So just making sure that you place the first one on there, which is fine, but your second one down below that I'm messing with, that second page, you got to hit the flip button and you've got to flip both of them. If you do not, it will not match up when you double print, because I double print mine. So you need it vertical and horizontally flipped, as you're going to see here. And so you want to make sure one of these pages, you're flipping it and you're doing it both horizontally and vertically so that when it prints out good. The Highland Cow one wasn't working for me, so I just switched it to my Moon one and just went with it with that. This one I'm going to save differently. This one's going to be for a print so that I can go into Adobe and print these. I do have an Epson that I use. It's an Eco Tank. And so I'm just going through here, changing my settings to plain paper, double-sided, best, so that it'll print best. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit print. And then we're going to take it out to my printer right here. I'm going to grab it. So with this, you want to make sure if you've got a printer like my Epson one, you put it in correctly and get it printed on the second side. That was me pulling it out. This is my nice paper cutter that I just barely got off Amazon. I will definitely link it down below. It has helped a ton. So what I'm pulling out right now is self-laminating sheets and then pouches. I'm going to use one of these with a regular pouch and my laminator, and then I'm going to use my second page that I printed out with the self-adhesive ones, and that's because they're holographic and I want them to have that shimmer shine to it. So for me to do that, I'm just going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to grab my bookmarks and I'm just going to lay this down over the top, and I'm going to use one of my little squeegee things and squeegee it down. You do have to do this on both sides. So with the self one, you have to have them on both. You're never going to use your laminator. These ones are ones that you don't need the laminator with because they have the adhesion on the back. So here I'm just showing you guys what it looks like from this angle, and I'm going to squeegee it down, and then you can see how it's got that shine to it. I'm then going to make sure all the bubbles are out and take it over to my cutter, and I'm going to start cutting this out. I can say this paper cutter has changed my business significantly. I get straight cuts almost every single time, and I'm able to cut more than just one piece of paper. The reason I'm not cutting both at the same time was because I wasn't sure if both papers were lined up the exact same. Sometimes when I take my paper and I put it in, it can print a little awkward or differently. So here I'm just kind of cutting these all up and getting them ready to go. So I did fast forward this up so you guys aren't watching it go for days on end, but I will link this cutter down below. Okay, so this little tool right here actually just cuts the corners and rounds them off. You can get them at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or even Amazon. It just makes the corners of my bookmarks look much prettier, and I like it. If you're looking to make some bookmarks, I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please go ahead and comment down below. And if you've not already done so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys for coming by and watching my video. If you have any questions, let me know.